Wanted to get to this. You're going to roll your eyes at it, and I'm wondering if the entire fan base is in a similar mindset to you.
Okay, what am I going to roll my eyes at today?
Yesterday, it was announced the networks that Oregon State will play their television. Wait, no. The networks that Oregon State will play their football games on television on. That came out terrible. You get my point.
The networks that picked up the Oregon State games.
There you go. Thank you. And their home games will be on a mixture of ESPN, CBS, should have been one on CBS, and the C-Dub. The
CBS or CBS Sportsnet?
The CBS, according to this graphic that I'm looking at.
That's good.
But I don't know if that's...
If it would have been Sportsnet, it'd be a little like,
A little bit different. So your home games, you open against Cal on August 30th. That is a 7:30 kick. That is an ESPN game right out of the gate.
Okay.
So they sold that game because that's home game. So that technically is, comes from the Oregon State side of things. These are not their road games.
It's a Power 4 team.
It's a Power 4 team. Cal's in town. Going to be on ESPN. Your game against Fresno State, C-Dub. Wake Forest is C-Dub. Lafayette is C-Dub. And Sam Houston at the end of the year is C-Dub.
Wish the Wake Forest game would have been picked up by ESPN. I know the C-Dub's reach was actually good last year.
It wasn't terrible.
It beat FS1. It beat ESPN2. I just, ACC team. I know it's not a good ACC team, but it'd be nice to do that on ESPN.
Dickert coming back to the Pac-2 footprint. The return of Jake Dickert.
I definitely didn't forget that Jake Dickert is the coach of Wake Forest.
He's the coach of Wake Forest. That's going to be the most Pac-2 game of all time.
Man, he got out of
Oregon
there.
State fan and Washington State fan have to come together in that moment.
Well, they already have.
It's almost like when Jonathan Smith came back to Hudson. I saw a buddy of ours who was listening to the show who's a diehard Beaver fan. He went to the game just to boo Jonathan Smith when he came back to town.
Did he wear any orange?
I was like, good for you. He did wear some orange.
That would be really funny.
He wore no green,
Yeah.
didn't wear any Oregon gear, but he had a little bit of orange on, and he just went to boo Jonathan Smith and watch him get his ass kicked at Autzen Stadium. So Dickert's coming back. That's a C-Dub game. And then the Houston game is a 7:30 game. It's a Friday night home game, and that is ESPN. So you have 2 ESPN games at home. What is it? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4 CW games and a CBS, hopefully, network game. That's the Washington State game. The Pac-2 championship on November 1st will be on CBS.
Which Pac-12 championship? The second one or the first one?
Your home game will be on CBS. Your road game at Washington State will be on the C-Dub.
Okay, we might have co-champions this year, or we carry it over from the tie like golf. If we both par,
if you both par,
I tee off.
You won the championship last year, therefore it carries over. Washington State, according to this graphic that I'm looking at, has no games on ESPN at home. Now, they might on the road. They got C-Dub against Idaho, Toledo, San Diego State, and Louisiana Tech, and their Apple Cup game will be on CBS.
When do they raise the banner?
For the Pac-2 championship?
Yeah.
I think you do it opening night, right? Isn't that banner-raising night?
Well aware they're going to get made fun of, but I'm being dead-ass serious.
NBA teams raise a banner for the in-season tournament. You should raise a banner for the Pac-2 championship.
What, somebody going to laugh at you? You're not in a Power 4 conference. Just lean into what you are.
Oklahoma State just decided they won another national championship 50 years after the fact.
I mean, my team won 2 national championships in football last year. I think they should hand out rings. Put it on there.
Your team did it?
Put it on the wall at Autzen. Put it on the wall. National championship.
Your team.
This is how everybody got to do it for 100 years. Why can't we do it? Let's just claim it. Somebody voted us number 1. Did we beat anybody? No, but they voted us number 1.
It would be funny if Dan Lanning came out there and got a Wolf championship.
Get you one of these. It's a big wolf head on it. It'd be badass.
Look, you say I'm going to roll my eyes. Why? What makes you say that? Just like
I think some Beaver fan are just just tired of the story.
Yeah, I am a little bit there. I'd like the conference to start this year and not next year.
You got one more year to go.
Look, I've been very honest about this. This has not been delightful for me. I have not appreciated or enjoyed this. I'm going to have a lot of weeks during the season. Full transparency, I'm just not going to have a lot of takeaways from them pounding Sam Houston at home.
Or Lafayette.
Yeah. Like, it's a terrible home schedule.
It's a really bad home schedule.
There's no way to bend that and twist it and make it enjoyable. Cal sucks. They've just lost everybody.
Houston was 4-8 last year. That's the other power team you're playing. Wake Forest just fired their head coach and brought in Dickert. So there's
Fresno
interest
State,
in him
Lafayette,
coming.
Sam Houston. It's not a good home slate.
No, Washington State, who was a decent team last year, lost their head coach. So
what is good is that you could look at the home slate and reverse it on me and say, yeah, well, we might go undefeated at home, and that's always nice to pay to watch. You should have a good season. If you don't, we got real question marks, the coaching situation, because that schedule sucks.
You've upgraded a quarterback.
I don't even need to see the kid play at Oregon State to know you've upgraded at quarterback. and you have weapons. There should be no excuses this year. I'm going to go on a limb and say this now. Barring a massive injury, the bar here is 10-2. I need to see a 10-2 season. That schedule sucks.
It's really bad.
Outside of Oregon, who's their hardest team? Washington State? Is it Wake Forest? I think Wake Forest fired their coach not too recently.
I think just because of coach continuity, I would lean Cal.
Just recently? Cal, okay.
Like,
so
I think
Wilcox,
I would lean Cal being better than Wake Forest.
And he just lost all his players to the portal.
Yeah.
So, and they're going to probably start that true freshman 5-star kid, right? What's the kid's name?
Oh,
well, whatever.
I would imagine
exactly,
starts,
whatever.
Yeah. Your road games, by the way, so these are obviously the Civil War is a road game. Texas Tech, you're on the road there. That's going to be a tough game.
Okay, that
so you got to remember that.
Yeah.
Then you're on the road at Appalachian State.
Okay, so that's a question
And then
mark.
at Tulsa, and then, of course, Washington State at the end of the year.
So maybe I'm disrespecting Tulsa and App State here. I just think 9-3, 10-2.
Yeah.
Like minimum. If I see another 6-6 sub 500 season.
Considering that home schedule.
That is, that place is going to be on fire.
I know people were waiting for the actual TV deal to get announced for the conference, so you know what your future looks like.
Well, we were told,
so
we were just told that this was going to be happening in April. April is over in 2 days.
It's the same thing that they did the last time
It's
around.
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
It's going to be here 2 weeks. Oh, I just heard the TV deal.
Yeah.
At least you're on channels that are viewable. So you get your brand out there.
Every game is accessible.
The home slate might not be exciting to get up for, but maybe you go undefeated at home, and then you just hope that you take care of some of your road business, and you have a good season. That's all I'm asking. Be in a good bowl game. Go into your conference next year as back-to-back champion.
What do you make of this, Beaver fans? 503-864-6326. Do you care about the TV release for the upcoming season? Just waiting for the future Pac-12 TV deal? I'm curious where Beaver fans at. That was Crunch Time, and it's brought to you by Crunch Fitness. Memberships as low as $9.99 a month. You can find your Crunch Time in Portland, Vancouver, and online at crunch.com.